To speedrun this game and unlock everything in just 20 minutes, it will go through 3 phases. Phase 1 mainly focuses on upgrading the campfire to the maximum level. I have 3 people here, each with a different role. 2 of us, me and Vans, will head into the forest to gather as much fuel as possible, while 1 person stays at the base to collect plenty of wood and put it into the machine, making sure everything is well prepared for the next phase. The snow biome is one of the places with the most fuel, but when you step in, you'll start to freeze, so it's still not the top priority. On the first day, try with your teammates to level up the campfire as much as possible. This won't take too long if you have at least 2 people in the team searching together. Remember, besides gathering fuel, we also need to collect iron. Look at what I found. Pretty great, right? It's already night, so let's go hunt a few rabbits, get their legs, and then bring them back to the accessory crafting station to make a pair of warming headphones. Now we're ready to head deep into the snow biome. So this is the place with the best fuel right at the start, so trust me, you need to get into this biome as quickly as possible. Hey, look at this! An armory with a revolver and plenty of ammo. Perfect. And if you're wondering where the 3rd member is, well, here he is. Jellyfish is still gathering wood and feeding it into the fire, at least keeping the heat gauge from dropping while we're out searching for materials. Alright, now we're in phase 2. From day 2 onward, the goal is to gather as many materials as possible and rescue all the children as early as you can. Okay, I'm back. I've brought a ton of wood and iron. Let's put them into the machine. Basically, phase 2 is very simple, and that's all there is to it. Nothing complicated at all. As long as all 3 members stick to the plan and keep increasing the pace of gathering resources, phase 2 will be cleared. Since the material collecting part is pretty boring, I'll switch the camera over to Vans to see her rescuing the work together to smash through the massive ice. Okay, Vans is here. Let's start breaking it. I'll handle them while Vans keeps working on the ice. Damn, one of them sniped me. Help me up, Vans. Alright, the last step is to destroy the smaller ice shards that drop and carry them all back. That's the end of phase 3, and with that, we've basically finished everything. Now, just toss them into the machine and... we've completed absolutely everything in under 20 minutes. And that's the whole guide. The lesson here, teamwork is incredibly effective. Shut up! Now, we're going to speedrun, building the biggest base possible with just 2 people. Just like always, we start by chopping some wood and throwing it into the fire. But here's a little tip for you guys. Once the fire hits level 1, don't waste time using wood as fuel anymore. Instead, run around the map and pick up coal. It's way faster and much more efficient. Alright, let's push the fire to the next level. I think just a bit more wood should do it. Yeah, I think we're good now. Let's go rescue the first kid. As for these wolves, 2 shots are enough to wipe out the whole pack. A revolver. Next child. And there we go. 2 children have been saved. Not bad at all, right? What the heck is that deer doing? Look at it. It's acting so weird. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, on Jellyfish's side, he's still working hard to gather more wood to keep up with the pace before we move on to the next phase. Listen carefully, phase 2 is extremely important. As I said, as long as all 3 of us stick to the plan and our roles, this phase will pass quickly. Oh my god, it's so close. Let's add some more to the fire. What the heck? Still not enough? Damn it. You know what? I'll just let my teammates handle the rest for now. It's time for me to go rescue the next child. This one is one of the last kids, so the creatures guarding them are bears. And of course, those things are insanely tanky, but I still managed to take them all down and bring the child back home. Let's check this chest. A rifle. Alright then, let's get out of here. On the way back, I didn't forget to grab the last bits of missing materials. Alright, let's toss them into the machine and then continue on to rescue the final child. Okay, that's done. Take the key and unlock the door. Time to bring the kid back to mommy. Anyway, after saving the last child, phase 2 is complete. Now, let's move on to phase 3. Alright, moving into phase 3, we head into the snow biome and find the frozen core. Breaking this ice block will unlock all the crafting recipes, but the problem is, breaking it alone takes way too long. So I had to wait for Vans to come over, and then we... I'll probably craft a map and place it right here. This time, I'll head farther out from the camp. Look at this, a giant sack. That's super lucky. Now that the carrying capacity has been upgraded, I think I'll try to fill up this whole bag before heading back. At this stage of the plan, we really need as much scrap as possible. I spent almost the entire morning gathering until I finally managed to collect all 25 items. Oh, and look at that, it's already morning. The material gathering is finally complete, so let's go rescue the third child. Let's move out. Open the door. Don't be scared, little one. Mommy's here to save you. Wait, another giant sack? You know what? I already know who needs this. Here you go, Vans. Alright then, let's head out and rescue the final child. Ow! Watch where you're going, catfish. Hey! Too slow, Vans. I've already taken care of them. Now let's get in there and save the kid. Oh, a red chest. Let's see what's inside. On the way back, I also picked up a ton of medical supplies. Honestly, with all this stuff, healing won't be a problem at all for the rest of the game. Now that all the kids have been rescued, it's time to start preparing the materials we'll need for the massive base I've been aiming for. Alright, let's head into the snow biome. That's the next stage of the plan. First, I'll craft myself a warm hat and then look for an ice shrine. There it is. I'll leave the ice pillar breaking to my teammate. My job is just to make sure I take down every cultist that tries to get close to him. For now, I'll smash these smaller ice shards, gather up the loot, and haul it back to camp. Toss it all into the machine, and that's it. The rest, I'll let my teammate handle. Let's see what's inside this red chest. Alright, here's the pile of saplings we've been gathering over the past several hours. You know what? We're going to use them to surround the entire camp, boosting both defense and durability. It's going to look massive, tough, and really fortified. And trust me, this is going to take quite a bit of time to pull off. Take a look at this. Alright, time to set up the anvil and craft myself a hammer. Gotta get ready for the next stage of building. Let's move the kids' tents over here. Alright, now let's build an auto-cooking machine for the base. Actually, the crafting recipe is really simple. You just need to follow what I'm doing. Once it's done, throw all the food you've got into this spot and the machine will automatically cook it for you. From then on, whenever you're hungry, just come back and grab the food, then restock the machine with ingredients. Alright, now it's time for the second step, building the second layer of defense for the base. And trust me, you can't even imagine how much wood we've burned through to get this thing up. But hey, it's looking pretty solid, isn't it? There are still a few traps left, so I'll just place them here. And let's move the beds over to this corner. Now take a look around my base. It does feel a bit empty. Sorry about that. I honestly don't know what else to decorate it with right now. But hey, look over here. We've got a beautiful lake with a whirlpool right in the middle. Oh, wait. The sign says no swimming. And here's my auto-cooking machine. Probably the thing I'm most proud of in this whole base. Tonight, the cultists are going to invade the camp, and I'll show you exactly why this is considered the safest base of all. Time, I'm going to speedrun with just 2 players in only 20 minutes. Sounds impossible, right? But don't worry, I've already got a plan. The start this time was super unlucky. Not even a single piece of coal, but everything's still under control. A gas can. Perfect. Let's grab the rest of the items in this house and bring them all back. No coal? No problem. Here's a little tip. When rescuing children, if you point your cursor at them and just tap F, it will save them instantly. It's much faster than holding E to rescue. Huh, why aren't there any wolves here? Where did these things come from? Alright, grab the key, open the door, and rescue the next child. There's an armory here. Let's grab all the ammo and get out. And don't forget, it's always good to collect extra scrap along the way. Oh, another armory, and this one's got a rifle. Awesome! Plus, here's a chunk of coal. Perfect. Let's bring that back too. Right now, the campfire has to reach at least level 5 before we can rescue the next child. So here's a quick rundown of the plan. Since it's just the 2 of us, the top priority is focusing on the main biome. We don't need to bother with the snow biome, because that would only slow down the process of searching and gathering materials. Alright, time to rescue the 3rd child. Here we go. Let's open this door. Don't worry, kid. Mommy's here. a strong flashlight. I still can't believe I don't have a single good sack yet, so I'm forced to carry these gas cans back by hand since I can't fit them in the bag. Alright, let's throw all the resources into the campfire. Next, dump the rest of the materials into the fire. And now add the fuel. Perfect. The campfire has finally reached its max level. Alright, let's go rescue the 5th child. Oh, thank God, finally we're done. Let's open this door and save the last kid. Wait, hold on. There's a red chest here. Let's see what it gives us. Alright, let's stop by this mansion and grab the second red chest. According to the plan this time, since it's only the 2 of us, instead of risking a trip to the snow biome for warm gear, hitting the mansion is actually a better use of time. All done. Now, let's see what it gives us. I'm guessing someone's going to need this piece of junk eventually. Now, what we need is more wood, and guess who's got not 1, but 2 strong axes. Let's throw this pile of wood into the machine, and then upgrade the crafting table. We'll need a bit more wood though. Alright, upgrade the table one more time, and now we can finally craft the last bed. Place everything down right here. Done. So that's it. Me and my teammate managed to finish the entire speedrun challenge with just the 2 of us. And the final lesson? Don't get addicted to the game.
Shut up!
Wow.